Morning and welcome to the
Welcome, welcome. I'm glad to be here. Now, something fascinating is going to be happening on the 28th of this month. As you know, we have held two flea markets, but it's only less than 6 months old, the event. And our goal is to take it up a notch, take it to a new height. The flea market system is something that allows us in Grenada to take everyone under one umbrella. The stadium is vast. So it's one of the few places in Grenada where you can hold all kinds of events. And everybody can come there with all different agenda. So you can come and do your car sales, you can sell food, clothing, anything that you want to. Now, we are trying to convert it into what you call a national flea market. You know, every now and then you hear a little one here and there all over town. You see people having, right? We have what we're trying to do now is to sort of make it a culmination of all the little ones all over the place. We bring them under one big umbrella.
Right.
Because the flea market system will help us immensely. It helps us to mitigate against inflation. You know, every time you go to the store, things are a little higher, right? Well, when you go to a flea market, if you get 30, 40, 50% off, what happens is that it covers the VAT, and then you save a little.
Right.
And so it stretches your dollar. And that's the goal of the flea market. And I'm hoping that the community, the Grenadian community, understands this, that it's the opportunity to save for your family, to get value for your money, and to mitigate against inflation. Because every once in a while you have people say, well, things kind of bad, things are high.
Not every once in a while, pretty frequently. We hear them say it.
Yeah, you know. So on the 28th of this month, we are going to have what is called Mega Flea Market 3. It's going to be out of this world. But we also are going to divide it into two components. There are the flea market component, which deals primarily with new stuff. So it's for the stores and the vendors.
Right.
Then we have the yard sale.
Okay.
The yard sale is for people who you have something in your closet, and let's say one man's trash is another man's treasure. So there may be people who your kids are now grown up, so you have a crib to sell.
Right. You
have a little stroller, any little thing that your kids are now 5 years old, and you have the little baby stuff to, So and their families are there who are in need. So it's a great opportunity because it's a win-win. It's a win-win for everyone. Okay, so that's why we have divided it into the flea market and the yard sale. Okay, so that's a new twist on it. It's because there has been a misconception that when you come to flea market, all you get is old kind of thing. Flea market is like, is like, but no. At the flea market, what happens is that the stores, it's a one-off. You go to, like, for example, if you go to like a store like Season Fashion, you go there on a Friday, the item is $60. On Saturday the 28th, you can come to the flea market, and that same item that you paid $60 for yesterday is now $30.
Right.
Wow.
And for one day only, it's $30. And come Monday, it's back up to $60.
Okay.
So it's a one-off.
Let me ask you a little bit about the science behind why is it the stores can't do this themselves and they have to go to the flea market to do it?
Okay, for a long time, a lot of people believe that you say that we couldn't compete. Grenadians, are selfish, blah, 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 and, they wouldn't do it. Well, this concept has, because of the success of the very first one, has taken root. And it is a situation, for example, if there's a sale at Ramdeni's on Morris Bishop Highway, and there is one at the mall, and there's one downtown at some other store in St. George's, you'll have to take a bus and drive from here to there to there. Well, what we have done is that we have created what is considered a situation where, let me try to describe it as this customer appreciation sale day for everybody all together. So when you come to the flea market, all these businesses are having a customer appreciation sale all at once.
Okay.
So you don't have to drive here, go to this one and that one, because you know the cost of transportation. There's a lot of people who do not have their own transportation. So what we have done is that we instead of, I said in the Bible talk about if Muhammad cannot go to the mountain, we have the mountain come to Muhammad. So here's a situation whereby
The mountain in the stadium. All right.
So it's basically a platform for the vendors and store owners to move some product as well.
everyone. I give you an example. I spoke to a friend of mine, and he was telling me, I said to him, I said, man, are you coming to my flea market? He said, boy, you know, I really don't need anything. I said, what happened? Why you don't need anything? He said, man, listen, man. He said, I have some things, really. I have everything. And then about a day later, he called me and said, you know what? I went into my closet. I have tools. I have a car to sell. And I said, so there's some people who may not need anything, but you can come there as a vendor. So we have room for everybody. The umbrella is wide enough, long enough, big enough, so that everyone can come underneath this umbrella. So if you have everything, then that's a good opportunity for you to come as a vendor.
Right.
And then if you don't have anything,
You come as a
You come
buyer.
as a buyer.
you come as a buyer.
Right,
So that's the genius of the flea market. There's room for everyone.
Okay, so for the people who aren't already involved and they want to become part of the flea market, how do they get in contact with you?
Yes, we can be reached at kawenterprises@gmail.com, or you can reach us via, and I give you some numbers, 449-6861 or 443-3564. And you can reach us, and we are available. In fact, I want to remind most of the vendors that the spaces are going quickly. The word has gotten around. Wherever I go all over the country, people are saying to me, man, I'm going to be there. I missed the last one, but I'm going to be there.
Right.
The last time, what has made this so great is that the last time around, we had as much as 12,000 people.
Wow.
It's one of the largest events.
This is a one-day event?
It's a one-day event, yeah.
Wow.
But it's one of the largest events, and it's less than 6 months old. The very first flea market, almost $1 million changed hands. About 600 people found like temporary employment. You know, it was a short-term employment, right? Even my company, I hired as much as 50 people.
Right.
That's just for that one day.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping, and from this, and I'm hoping that other innovators look at this model, because what happens is that we need activities, because remember, we are a consumer nation. We don't manufacture a lot of things. So if people stop buying and stop spending, we begin to all feel the effects, because things have, like the guys say in the street, things have to roll, things have to move, things have to turn over. You know, you got to move, you have to keep the economy going. Like once there is stagnation, once people stop buying, we all begin to feel it, because then the store owner cannot pay their workers, and then it's just a ripple effect.
Right.
You know, everybody feels it. So one of the things that we need is activities, more and more activity. Every day we need to have not just the flea market, but we need more activities. You know, even like you have to go to Uncle Wagilico Bingo, you know, whatever. There must be activities on an ongoing basis. We have to keep the thing moving, keep it going. Long ago, when I was growing up, there used to be a lot of things like. There used to be movies. You go to the movie theater. There used to be a drive-in. You used to go to, during the Easter celebration, I used to go to races in Simone. We go to the zoo. There's less activity. So we need to sort of find new ways of doing, because that's how people made a living. That's how people found, even if it was not permanent employment, but you kept the thing going. A few people made a few dollars. Money, like I said, money changed hands and things began to happen.
Right.
So we have to get back to this. And that's really why I'm pushing the flea market. I'm hoping this time around that we get about 20,000 people, because I don't see why not.
Almost double, okay.
I don't see why not, because it's about savings. It's I don't think there's any Grenadian who doesn't want to save money or who doesn't understand that things are tough.
Right.
And we need to, take care of this.
All right, definitely. So one more time with the contact information, just
Yes.
in case you didn't jot it down quickly.
Okay. You can. Our contact information is kawenterprises@gmail.com. You can reach us via mail, or you can call us at 449 6861 or 443-3564.
All right.
And tell us about some of the persons you have on board as vendors already.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
just new. Well, we have about 80 vendors that have signed up.
Wow.
And we want to get to 200. I mean, my goal and my dream is that we take this thing up a notch and we really make it a success. And people wherever have been all over the country. The last time it was sort of St. George's centric. We are inviting more vendors from the countryside. I've been going around the countryside and trying to get more vendors to come to the event because we don't want it just to be at St. George's thing.
Right,
We
of
want
course.
people from all over the island to feel part of this. So if you have stuff to sell in the country, we want someone, because we missed the last time, we missed a lot of vendors from Grenville, St. Patrick's, Goa. We want them to come and be part of this. We just don't want to feel that only people in St. George's vendors are invited.
Right.
Everyone is invited. The stadium is vast. It can hold everyone. We have over 150,000 square feet. So there's room. There's room. The stadium, I think, can hold as much as 200 vendors. So we have a space for 120 more vendors.
All right.
All right?
And they say they're going fast, though.
They're going very, very fast.
All right.
Things are looking pretty good.
Sounds good. Fantastic. So the 28th of April?
28th of April,
All
last
right.
Saturday in
Big
April.
Saturday.
Big
All
Saturday.
right.
Yes, yes.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the program, Mr. Ashby, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
All right, so go down to the National Stadium on the 28th and save yourself a few dollars. You know, this is for the good of the economy as well, right?
Yes.
So vendors participate, buyers go out there and get yourself something. You could go and sell something. They have the yard sale happening as well.
Yes.
Sell your own stuff if you want to get rid
Flea
of something.
market and yard sale.
Flea market all the way. All right. So thank you very much for coming
Thank you
on.
so much.
Thank you.